Former Barcelona midfielder and a legend of the game, Sergio Busquets, have called it quits with football. He said if the season ends, he will call it quits because he's tired. In fact, he no longer fancy football and he wants to call it quits. Now, understand that this guy has given all his best. He did it with Barcelona and he has done it with the MLS team, with the Inter Miami. I think, according to what he said, I think in the future, yes, I will want to be a coach, but for now, I would rather take a sabbatical. Now, this is my point of making this video. I am beginning to think and I'm beginning to imagine how the world of football will look like in the next 5 to 10 years to come. I'm beginning to imagine what the football world will look like because it seems like most of these boys that played for Barcelona, they are going to coaching. Yes, they are going to coaching. And when you look at it, it seems like most especially those that play under Pep Guardiola, they are keen to what Pep is doing and they are beginning to revolutionize football. And I'm beginning to believe that in the next 5 to 10 years to come, football will so be lovable to watch that, in fact, it will begin to, you will begin to imagine how the world of football will be, right? When you look at what has been happening in recent time, we've seen that when you look at the coaches now, you look at most of them are coming under Pep Guardiola or those that play for Barcelona. Let's look at Mikel Arteta for Arsenal. This is a guy who played for Arsene Wenger during his playing time. He played for Everton. Now he studied Pep Guardiola. In fact, he learned his job under Pep Guardiola. Now he's now a coach of Arsenal, doing what Pep is doing with Man City, is doing with Arsenal. We look at Vincent Kompany, who is a coach of Bayern Munich now. Look at what he's doing with Bayern Munich. Let's look at the current coach of Chelsea, Enzo Maresca, what he's doing with Chelsea. You see the ideology and the idea this man is bringing to football. Now, let's look at the Real Madrid coach. Let's look at Real Madrid coach now, for example, looking at Xabi Alonso, what he's doing with Real Madrid. Now, let's look at how the PSG team have been revolutionized in recent time. Now, looking at what Luis Enrique is doing with PSG. These are links that has to do with Barcelona, heritage. Let me look at it this way. Pep happened to be a former Barcelona player and happens to be a former Barcelona coach. Now, he has revolutionized football to the point that most of the young coaches we are seeing today, at least they have some kind of level of touch from Pep Guardiola. Now, let's take it further to what is Fabregas is doing with Como in Italy. Now, this is another idea of Pep Guardiola. So, if you look at football generally, you see that there is a tap from Barcelona and from a tap from Pep Guardiola that has been going around. So, I'm looking at it like most of the coaches will be seeing now. Now, let's look at Xavi Hernandez, for example. This is another coach that is trying to pick up, right? Now, let's look at Iniesta. Iniesta is still coming up, is preparing. Now, Busquets now on his own is trying to go into coaching. So, when you look at all this, and I still believe that the likes of Alcantara would also come out. Thiago Alcantara, yes, definitely he will come to be a coach someday. So, let's look at it that these things you are seeing are an offspring that is coming from Barcelona heritage. So, you see that when I picture what is going to happen in the next 5 to 10 years, I'm beginning to see that the football world we're going to see will be a game that will be played the way Barcelona have been playing their football. This kick and follow game we've been seeing all these years will be a thing of the past. Unless there's another strategy any coach want to spring or want to bring up that will help him or her win a major tournament or win a particular game. So what we are seeing today is a replica of what has been the ideology of Barcelona and what Pep have made football to look like. So it is not out of portion to tell that Barcelona is something that has been, spraying around or has been going viral with some of these coaches you are seeing because most of them have a touch of Pep Guardiola. So I think I'm making sense in this video anyway. Tell me what to think about this in the comment section. Let's go, guys.